everybody, welcome back to Cottonwood Hill Farms. Today is February 10th, I believe. Pretty sure it's the 10th. Beautiful spring day in February. The weather's been really nice lately, and I think it's supposed to be for the foreseeable future. I don't know, that groundhog was lying. He said 6 more weeks of winter, but it doesn't feel like it. If you've been watching the last few videos, we've had a lot of projects, just been really busy with stuff, but I'm going to try and get back into starting to making some more videos for you guys. Heading into spring, we got a lot of stuff coming up, a lot of things going on. We've been continuing on getting things ready to start grinding our own feed. Bulk bins, I got some parts and stuff ordered for those. Slides for the bottoms, the cones, or the boots, I think is what they call them. Getting those ordered so we can we can get a couple of those put up. In the meantime, I've got some wagons that we're just going to store some feed in. We got some feed coming next week, some peas, and then I got something I'll show you guys here in a little bit that I picked up that's going to help with that, with moving grain too. But then we got some corn and some wheat and some oats we got to pick up here and some alfalfa pellets or meal over the next week that we got to pick up too. But anyway, project today, well, actually last couple days and for the next few days, is the shop. I'm tearing into the shop finally. This shop has been a mess pretty much since day one, since we moved up here. We moved up here, what, October 2020, I think, is when we moved up to the farm. And before, I had this building was just kind of used for, Grandma had a couple vehicles in here, one or two, I think one vehicle in here, and then I was using it for storage. A couple tractors and baler and stuff like that. Well, anyway, moved up here, or excuse me, before we moved up here, my shop was down at the other house, and I had just gotten that all set up. I had kind of redone some stuff, and then as soon as I had that pretty much ready to go how I wanted it, I only was able to use it like that for a few months, 6 months or so, and then we ended up moving up here, and I had to start all over. So anyway, we moved up here. It was really quick. Stuff just kind of got thrown in here. Very organized chaos, I guess you could call it. Kind of knew where everything was, but it was still a mess. And then over the last 6 or 7 months, boy, it was like a hurricane hit in here. We had, and we didn't have another building for cold storage yet, so the hay baler and then that grinder, once we bought it, it was in here taking up all kinds of room. I had goat paths everywhere, couldn't even sweep or clean. So I mean, it's filthy in here, it's messy. So what we're looking at doing is kind of rearranging the workspace, the workbench and the workspace area over here in this corner. My goal over the next week or so is we're gonna get this all cleaned up. We're gonna insulate and finish off this corner right here. And I found some really cheap cabinets. I got to do a little work on them to straighten them out, but I found some real cheap cabinets on Facebook. And so that's my plan, is to get the workbench set in place, get the cabinets hung above it, redo some of the lights, and then just kind of get this really set up to where it needs to be for us, because I'm lacking on maintenance. I've been struggling to keep up with stuff. I've got tires that need fixed, all kinds of stuff. I got equipment, bearings need replaced, repacked, all kinds of stuff, and I just have nowhere to work on it. And working outside in the dirt and the gravel is not very fun, especially when you have concrete and a nice heated shop. So this pallet racking, my plan for today is to get this all, everything pulled off of it, get it all cleaned up, slid down about 5 feet, and then the workbench is going to go over here now. That's kind of my plan. Put it along this wall with the cabinets above it. So anyway, I'm wanting to get as much floor space opened up here as I can, because like I said, I've got quite a few projects that I need to get worked on. Plus I want to be able to keep the skid steer in here. Well, we're getting there. We have a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. The a lot of the stuff on this shelf is from my prior life before I was farming full-time. I was a contractor, primarily HVAC, but I did a lot of things. So I got tons of electrical, HVAC, carpentry type stuff. And so that stuff's gonna go. My plan is also that shipping container we got. I'm gonna build some shelves in there during this little project I'm doing right now. And the plan is for a lot of that stuff to go out there too. So this shop is just out of control. The other thing is obviously the store. We're still working on that, and so that's been kind of overwhelming with trying to work on that, and the way the shop's been a mess. And this is going to be a good thing. Anyway, I got to take a break from this, and I got to run up and pick up another one of those those big bulk bins. We got 2 more left to haul down here for us. There's another decent one, and then there's the last one that I'm going to bring down is excuse me, it's not in very good shape. It's got some holes and stuff. Well, they all have holes in them, but it's probably the worst shape of all of them. But my plan is to just take that one apart and use parts on it to fix the big holes in the other one, the panels and everything, just disassemble it. Have some extra parts on hand. Well, we got her loaded up, getting ready to head home. Well, we made it home. This stupid fender was rubbing. This bin shifted and it was rubbing on this tire again, which is why that's the exact same tire that was rubbing on they're the same tire that was rubbing against the fender when this trailer caught on fire. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, go back a year or so in the videos and you'll see the trailer fire we had. Anyway, so I had to stop, and it took a little longer. I had to stop inside the road and winch the thing over a little bit and put a block underneath it, and luckily it was only about 4 miles up the road, so I was able to at least get it home. Anyway, so one more bin here, and then I got one more to go pick up, and then that's it. So I'll be good, or I'll be happy to be done with all that hauling and everything. Anyway, so I'll show you here what we picked up. This I was pretty excited about this. I think we got a pretty good deal on it. It's a gooseneck grain trailer. It's an older one. It's got torsion axles on it. It's a, I don't know, I think it's a pretty good shape. It's about a 300 bushel wagon, or 300 bushel tank that's on it right here. And it's an older one, but it's still in really good shape. Tires almost brand new on it. But got a tarp coming for it. We're gonna get that put on it as soon as it gets here, which should be, hopefully, I should have to go pick that up Monday. Let's see, today's Sunday. Yeah, today's Sunday, so hopefully Monday or Tuesday it'll be here. But anyway, this thing's in pretty good shape. The brakes, I don't know if the brakes work or not. The wiring's a little messed up. I'm gonna have to rewire it, which is not a big deal at all for this. But it's solid. There's a little bit of surface rust, but this thing's in really good shape. It's been taken care of. So I'm pretty jazzed about that. But this will be just for running around locally. It was either this or buying an old grain truck. And I thought, well, this thing doesn't have a title, you know, it's farm equipment, so no license, no registration, and I don't have to worry about another engine. Plus, you know, both my trucks will pull it, especially that 450. This will match up real nice with that 450. All right, so it's gosh, a couple weeks later. Excuse me, I kind of lost track of time there. We had a snowstorm and had to get a tooth pulled, some other stuff. Anyway, made some progress on this. Got a younger guy that's been helping me lately. Excuse me. Anyway, making some good progress on this. As you can see, got everything taken off, got everything framed up, starting to put the OSB on. We had kind of a discrepancy on 8-foot centers here, so I'm just going to patch in here because this is going to be cabinets up here anyway, so you won't really see that patch. But then going forward down the wall, once we go to finish the rest of this, it should match up a lot better with the 8-foot sheets. But anyway, that's where we're at. Yesterday, I'll throw some pictures up. I got a couple pictures of the progress of this. That box, yesterday we pulled that box off and reset that after we got the OSB behind it. That went real smooth. Had to kill the power and whatnot, but that didn't take too long. So anyway, we're gonna get back at this. I'm hoping by, let's see, after today, get the OSB done, get this big shelf hung back up, and then I'm gonna work on some cabinets today and tomorrow. Hopefully have those hung by tomorrow, and then get my workbench set up, and then hopefully beginning of next week I'm running some electrical stuff, and we're back up and running and starting to organize stuff. All right, this is coming together. It's what, a day later, I think, 2 days later. Yeah, I'm gonna get some electrical put up. We're gonna run boxes and some switch over here for the lights up here. Same thing, run some plugs over here, and then I got to get power back up to my lights and get all this rat's nest put back into conduit. All right, checking back in. I got some lights up, got my plugs done over on this side, switches are working, and next I gotta fish some wire. I got all this conduit up. I'm gonna fish some wire over here. And the Lord said, let there be light. All right. Well, I got that moved also. I gotta move my air reel, but I need some help with that. That thing's kind of heavy. Switch this light around. I still gotta tidy some stuff up. All these cords. But boy, this feels good to have this done. I've been wanting to do this for a long time. Anyway, well, I gotta run. Need to pick up apparently. I'm tripping over stuff. I gotta get wire number 6 for my welder. I thought I had some. It's number 8, so I'm gonna have to pick some up. But I gotta run into town anyway. All right, I got this rat's nest cleaned up. It looks a lot nicer. Look at my mess. Might be an electrician yet. All right, well, I'm gonna start cleaning up. I got these lights. I do like these lights, even though they're LEDs and they got these cords and stuff on them. They are really bright and they are pretty nice lights. Well, it's looking better in here. I still got a lot of stuff I got to go through. A bunch of stuff on the bench, and then the shelf, and then I got a whole bunch of stuff in the back that I got to go on. But right now I got to switch gears and I got to get the tarp on. We got this tarp kit here I got, and I got the back cap on, getting ready to put the front cap on, and this is going to be nice. I'm pretty excited to have this, but I got to get some ingredients coming for this, start making our own feed. All right, well, I got my cross braces, or my I don't know what those are called, bow braces or whatever. And then on the other side, you can't see it, but I got the tarp stops bolted on also. Now the next thing I got to do is run my straps across the top, and then I got to put the tarp lock on. Well, we're getting closer. I got the tarp up there. I'm getting the latch plate on right now. I got it, the tarp secured, and the tarp stops over on this side. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to finish this tonight though. I gotta go feed a couple bales of hay, and it looks like we're having a calf. Honey is she's been looking like she was gonna have a calf any day now, and sure enough, today is the day. So we're gonna go check on her. Go. Come on, mama. Push, one more good push. Oh. Hey, little guy. You got it. Good job, mama. That little bull cat. Good job, mama. You okay? Okay, baby? Good job, mama. He's looking good and healthy. That's what we like to see. So I need you. So we gotta do. Is this? Hold on. This is red, right? Is that red?
Yeah. How come you don't do that? Red and blue.
It's for the marking system.
So you don't. Hey, Dad, what's this?
Ha! There we go. All right, now, next time you move this, make sure this is up in the air so you don't drive over it. Well, the shop's not finished yet, but we got lots more room. Being able to work on the sprayer in here is a huge, huge plus. For those of you who've been following along, this thing, last time I used it, the bottom was leaking real bad. One of the fittings on the bottom was loose. It was that bunghole is what it was. And so I had to cut that. I couldn't get it off, so I ended up having to cut the nut off to get it off of there. But we got a new one, so this is gonna go on there. I need to wash it out first, rinse out the tank. That's gonna go on the bottom, and then I'll get it hooked back up. But this thing's just about ready to go. I do want to flush everything out real good before I put my sprayer tips on and make sure everything's good and clean, and then also make sure there's nothing else. I did do a pretty good job of getting all the liquid out of it over the winter. I didn't put any antifreeze or anything. I didn't want to do that, obviously, but it had some liquid in the bottom. There's a kind of a trap where the hoses were, but I think it was just in the hoses, which those expand and contract. So I don't think we messed up any fittings besides the low fittings I'm replacing anyway, so it shouldn't matter. But anyway, so this thing's just about ready to go. Our biologicals should be here in the next week or two for sure. Probably in the next 2 weeks it should be here, and then we'll get those put down. In the meantime, we're getting some manure spread. We had a little incident. Had doing some patches on the hog feeder this morning. We had to get some new tires for the manure spreader. This is my neighbor's, and him and I trade equipment back and forth, and this is one of the things that I use of his. But anyway, little man, when he was loading this the other day, put one of the teeth on the skid steer bucket right through the tire on the sidewall. And these are a 920 truck tire, which are very hard to find and they're kind of expensive. And so I was able to get a couple used 1020 truck tires that are in better shape for not much more than what one of those was going to cost. So I just went ahead and got 2 new tires for this thing. They're used, but they're newer, in good shape. So it's got new tires on it now. So crisis averted, I guess. But anyway, I'm gonna get him going, spreading on some manure, I think this afternoon. We got a big snowstorm. Not a big snowstorm, I guess. We only got a couple inches of snow, but it was, man, it was cold. 20 below wind chill, like 50-mile-an-hour winds a couple nights ago. And now today it's like 60. I think tomorrow it's supposed to be almost 80, and the next day almost 90. But my plan is to get him going on some manure, spread some manure, and then I got a bunch of oats on the grain trailer. I got to get that emptied into a wagon, and then tomorrow I got to go pick up some wheat.
It's a little dusty up here. Like very dusty. I'm not. We're doing great right now. This is so much fun. I love this. This is my second time doing this now. And this is like, oh my gosh, this is so much fun. I mean, we're getting into big boy stuff. Big guys. What Dad does. How's it going?
Get up in there. Our tarp turned out all right. I got to adjust the, they call them the bow, whatever, something, I don't know. But it's the center the center bow rods. I did it per the instructions, but they're too low. They need to be raised up, oh, at least an inch, inch and a half, to make them a little more even with the rest of it. I don't know if you can see that, but they're pretty low compared to the rest of it. But other than that, it works great. Well, we picked up some wheat. We got to get this loaded. We got a Grandpa's old barge wagon. We'll see if this thing will hold it. The wagon will hold it. See if the tires will hold up. I did have to replace one of the tires, but it's only about 30,000 pounds of wheat, so it should hopefully hold up all right. We'll see. What a difference a couple days makes, man. It was 90 degrees the other day when I was unloading that wheat, and now it's 27 degrees this morning when I woke up, I think. This video is taking forever. So just to put it in perspective, I think I started this video like the 11th or the 12th of February, and today is what is it? Today's the 23rd of March. So this has spanned a couple months, or a little over a month, I should say. Anyway, got the ingredients all in here. This is our oats, wheat, corn, peas, alfalfa pellets. Calcium is in a Pro box, and then we got our NutriBalancer and the what is it? Fish meal is the other thing. We got all that in the other shed in 50-pound bags. So should be ready to get going here, grinding some feed. So stay tuned for that video coming out probably next, I would imagine. But we're getting going up. We're getting geared up to do. We got a bunch of manure spread the other day. Our fertilizer, our biologicals should be here sometime in the next week and a half, something like that. And then we've got our seed. We're doing another cover crop mix, I guess you'd call it. We're going to interseed one pasture, and then that other that ground where we've had some Canadian thistle pressure. We're doing another annual mix on that this year. The plan is to do kind of the same thing we did last year. Then this fall, if I can make sure that most of the Canadian thistles we've got under control and are gone, then we're going to go ahead and plant a perennial mix, legumes and grasses this fall. So hopefully that all works out well. But like I said, stay tuned for those videos coming up. That sprayer, just waiting on some parts for it. It's got it's pretty much ready to go. I need to flush it out, clean it, but I'm just waiting on the agitator. I had to get a new agitator for the bottom of it. I see some chickens laid some eggs back here, these boneheads. Nice, very nice. Anyway, but other than that, just waiting on calves. We got another cow that should be having a calf any day now, and then another cow after that. That's probably a couple weeks away yet, maybe a month away. And then we should have another 3 or 4 right after that. So it should be an eventful spring. But like I said, this video is kind of drug on long enough, so we're going to end it right here. Thanks for coming along, guys. We appreciate all the support. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit the notification button. You can also follow us on Facebook and Instagram as well. You guys take care. We'll see you in the next one.